Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome back to the FCS Football channel. And today we are back. Well, let's talk. Manchester United 3, AFC Bournemouth 0. We're boss, aren't we? We are boss. It was a lovely win. It was a lovely game to watch. We did what we had to do at the end of the day. At the end of the day, the mission of the day was to win the game. Keep up the pressure for the top four. We did that. And I thought we played really well, to be honest. I don't think we was at our very top gear. But, I mean, you look at that side. We've got Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka, Donny van der Beek. Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Lindelof. So that's four outfield players there who aren't in the regular first team. We've got Bruno Fernandes playing out of position. So you could argue potentially five players there are rotation players or are in the wrong position. And yet we've still turned up to Old Trafford and we've not put a foot wrong, really. We've controlled the game. Bournemouth never really looked that dangerous. And we've left with 3 goals. Like there's no, I don't really see where you can complain with this game. We've also got some youngsters on the pitch in the likes of Alanga and Garnacho. All round, I'm happy. Like we came here to do a job. We rested players coming into this game, whether that was because of that we wanted to rest them or we were forced to. Obviously, with Anthony, for example, that was a forced change. Whether or not he would have played or not is a different question. But we've rotated, we've rested players, and we've got a very good 3-0 win. What do I get from my prediction? Maguire needs to go still. He has no pace. We should hammer Everton on Friday. And I think that's kind of what makes this kind of result more pleasing. We got the job done early. We were able to bring off. We was able to rest a lot of our key players for the Everton game in the Cup, while also giving some of these second players minutes before we played Charlton in the FA Cup. While also we was able to get some of these first team players out, like Martial came off, Eriksen came off. Who else came off? None of these. And players like Lisandro Martinez, Garnacho, Alanga, who will probably play in that game against Charlton, they got to come on, get a few more minutes into their legs. Thoroughly, it was a professional performance from Manchester United today. That's how I see this result. A professional performance. We had something we had to do. We had to win the game. We had to get players on the pitch, give them minutes, give them time, and we had to rest some players. And we've done that, and we've got a very good 3-0 win. Bournemouth, while of course they're not Man City, are they? They're not an unbelievable footballing side. We can all say that happily. And I don't think Bournemouth can be too unhappy from me saying that either. But you look at like Chelsea beat them 2-0. Spurs only beat them 3-2. Like, then they beat Leicester. Newcastle couldn't beat them. They drew 1-1. I mean, granted, Liverpool did beat them 9-0. But that was under a different manager. Like, Bournemouth aren't necessarily an easy team. Like, they're not great, obviously, but they're not terrible. And we made them look average. And and at the end of the day, you can only beat what's in front of you. And we did that comfortably and thoroughly. And I'm happy with the job that we did. That's what I'm trying to say. De Gea 9, Maguire 5, Victor 7, Wan-Bissaka 6, Shaw 8, Casemiro 8, Eriksen 7, Bruno 6, Donny 5, Rashford 9, Martial 6. I don't agree with all of those. Look, I want to talk about Harry Maguire. Obviously, you've given him a 5 there. Harry Maguire today, I don't think he's had a bad game. I think what the issue is, I don't know how you give Lindelof a 7 and Maguire a 5. I don't see much difference in their performances today. I really don't. I think one of the problems with Maguire is his price tag will always reign over him, and people will always see that as a criticism of him. People will always when there's an agenda or when you don't like a player, you will always see their flaws. You will always kind of criticize them, even if it's unjust. And that's not something that we kind of do consciously. That's just subconsciously we do that. That's human nature, really. I think that is happening with Harry Maguire. And I also think what doesn't play to Maguire's strength is the fact that we've seen consistently this year Rafael Varane and Lisandro Martinez, 2 World Cup winners. Like, when you go from that to Harry Maguire, you're always going to be disappointed in Maguire. But generally, did he play badly today? No, I don't think he did. I don't think any of our players played badly today. So that's just me standing up for Harry Maguire. I don't think he was a 5. I think generally he was quite good. So we'll start with the play ratings. David De Gea, he's boss, isn't he? A couple world-class saves, clean sheet. I'm going to give him an 8. I thought David De Gea was really good today again. What a surprise. You know, if a goalkeeper plays well and gets a clean sheet, I like to give him a 7 base. He was very good today. He gets an 8. Wan-Bissaka. I don't think he played badly. 7. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to give all the defence, apart from for Luke Shaw, a 7. Well, they were generally quite good. I don't think Bournemouth created loads. They did create some chances, but of course, that's always going to happen. Generally, I thought Bournemouth will look more dangerous on that on their left-hand side or our right-hand side when Dalot came on for Wan-Bissaka. And I don't think that's a real surprise. Wan-Bissaka going forward, he still has his flaws. There was a couple of times in that game where he gets the ball on the right wing and I'm saying, get the cross in. And he doesn't. It's disappointing. That's something he needs to work on. And if he wants to be a first-team player for Manchester United under Erik ten Hag, or wants to be a first-team or a Manchester United player in general under an Erik ten Hag system, he's got to improve that aspect of his game. But generally, did he play badly? No. Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof, they just had good games, to be honest. They just played well. Nothing special, nothing unbelievable, nothing out of this world. But did they need to do any of that? No. They needed to do the game that they did today. They're not on the levels of Varane and Lisandro Martinez. I think that's pretty clear. But not everyone can be. Those two are unbelievable centre backs, and Maguire and Lindelof, I don't think they're on that level. I would be trying to sell them and replace them if possible. But at the same time, I don't think they're bad players at all. I think they did a job which they had to do today. I'm happy with both their performances. I just don't think they're that on the level. If Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane are up here, they're both Maguire and Lindelof are down here. But like, they're still good centre backs. Like, put Harry Maguire in that Spurs team, I think he flourishes. I just don't think for what Erik ten Hag is doing and what Erik ten Hag wants from his centre backs, those two are that good. Well, not of the level of Martinez and Varane. Luke Shaw today, 9. And he gets my man of the match. Like, honestly, Luke Shaw's so good. He is so good. And if you don't see that, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. The goal is fantastic. The run is unbelievable. He continues his run after even when he gives the ball. And he's in the right place in the right time. And it's a very good finish into the bottom corner. Defensively, I think he was solid all game. Snuffing out chances. His crosses and his delivery into the box is fantastic. What more can Luke Shaw really do? He is unbelievable. He gets a 9 and he deserves a 9. He is the best left back in the world. And I don't say that lightly. I'm a big fan of players like Alphonso Davies. I like Jordi Alba. But Luke Shaw's better than them all. Better than Cancelo. Better than whoever you want to say. Luke Shaw is the real deal. He's the best left back in the world. Simple as that. Luke Shaw, fantastic. Casemiro, he's another top player. He gets an 8. He controls games of football, doesn't he? He controls games of football with ease at times as well. With ease. Throw back to that clip of that old guy with talking about Wan-Bissaka tearing up. He wins the ball back so much. He wins the ball back so much. He is so good. He wins the ball all the time, whether that's interceptions, whether that's tackles. He's always there in the right place in the right time. And on the ball, look, at Real Madrid, and if you guys tuned in when I watched the Champions League final, I was so complimentary of Casemiro in that game. I said he should have been man of the match. I was so impressed with him. I and I think everyone else always knew Casemiro has always been an unbelievable ball winner. We've always known that. The defensive side of his game, we've always known he's had. What's really impressed me is not just the defensive side of his game, but he's going forward. He's on the ball. He is great. And that was something I don't feel like he ever really got the credit for. And maybe it's because he never had to do it at Real Madrid, because he had Casemiro, because he had Kroos, he had Modric in front of him, so he got the ball and just gave it to them. But at Man United, when he's been given more responsibility to do that, he's proven that he is very, very good at it. He is so good, Casemiro. So good. Now, if you guys are enjoying this, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. Get that ticker in the top corner going up and up and up. Also, please do get involved in the live chat and let me know your player ratings as well. As we're getting to Christian Eriksen here, and I'll give him a 7. I think it was a steady performance from Eriksen. No, he had a good game. I don't think he was bad. I don't think he was at his very, very best. He played well, and there's no shame in that. Good performance from Christian Eriksen. I was happy with him. 7. Bruno Fernandes. I could almost give two ratings for Bruno Fernandes. When he was out on the right, I don't like him there. I could probably give him a 6. When he moved central, I thought he was very good, always involved. And I'm just about going to give him an 8. Could be a 7. 7 and a half. I really like Bruno Fernandes. Got his assist. He's a constant threat. At times, he was surging the team forward by himself. Bruno Fernandes is very, very good. I think he's wasted on the right wing. I really, really do. I don't like to see him there at all. So he gets a 7.5. Donny, he gets a 6. He was comfortably our worst player for me. I don't like him as a number 10. I have to say, I don't like him as a number 10. Obviously, that's where he's played under Erik ten Hag for Ajax, and where he's played for United under Erik ten Hag. I don't like him at number 10. I stand by. I remember 2 years ago, and even at times last season while Ollie was still here, we saw Matic, Donny van der Beek, and Mata at number 10. That as a midfield 3 against Leicester, against Fulham, I want to say. They were our best games. Were some of our best games. Those 3 as a midfield 3 were brilliant together. Donny van der Beek and Matic as a midfield 2, brilliant together. Yet we refuse to kind of play him at number 8. I would prefer to see Christian Eriksen play number 10, Donny van der Beek play as a number 8. That's what I would prefer than Eriksen 8, Donny 10. I don't like Donny at 10. Especially when it means moving Bruno Fernandes out to the right. Bruno Fernandes should be our number 10. He is our best number 10. And when he plays there, we are a better team. I think Donny van der Beek is wasted at number 10. And he doesn't offer enough for me at number 10 either. If I'm Donny van der Beek, I'm looking to leave. And I would be looking to let go of Donny van der Beek if his only position is going to be number 10, because I don't like him there. personally. And I know that's going to be controversial because I know a lot of people like Donny van der Beek, and I know it's controversial that I think he can play at number 8 and is better at number 8 because a lot of people stand by the fact that he can only play at number 10. I don't agree. I think he's better at as a number 8. Obviously, let me know in the chat, in the live chat, if you disagree. Marcus Rashford. He's going to get an 8. Lively. Very, very lively. At times, I do think he's trying to overdo it at times. A few shots, but before he got his goal, a few shots which I thought, get the ball into the box. Why have you shot there? A few times where, like, I remember he beat 3 or 4 players, and he stands up his man. I'm like, get the crossing. Martial's there, waiting for it. And he tries to beat another man and gets tackled, and then runs into a wall of players. And I was there like, why are you not passing? Get that ball in the box. I remember having a massive go during the watch along. And that's a problem I had with Marcus Rashford before this season. Looked like he was over it. That, I don't like to see that. And I think moments like that happen too often today. But I still think he had a very good game. He got an 8. Martial, he gets a 7. I think Martial played really well. His overall game was very good. Should score, though. He had a great chance. From that Casemiro ball into the box, he has to score it. There's no doubts about that. I think Martial is a massive part to how this Manchester United team will play under Erik ten Hag. I always thought he would be. And I really like Martial. I think his link-up play is fantastic. He's got to score, though. He's got to score. And that's what drops him down from maybe a 7.5, maybe pushing an 8 to a 7. If he scores, maybe he does get it, but he doesn't. Should have really. 7. Overall, I'm happy with Martial's performance, though. But like I say, he should have scored. Definitely should have scored. Off the bench, a lot of these players didn't really get long enough, apart from for Garnacho, who I'm going to give a 7 to. I thought he was lively. He was a threat. I was happy with him. Alanga 6. Fred 6. Martinez is hardly worth rating. He was on for so little. Dalot could be a 6, but could be a 5, could be a 6. I'll give him a 6. Nice. Erik ten Hag was a massive game. I agree. I'm going to give him Erik ten Hag a 9. I don't know what more. Maybe a few more goals potentially, but I think generally ten Hag managed the game brilliantly and perfectly. Used the subs at the right times, allowed play, rested a lot of players, and at the end of the day, today was about having players well rested for the game against Everton in the Cup, and was about winning this game. Get players rested, playing some players so they've got minutes in their legs for that game, and getting the 3 points. And we've done all of those. So it's a job well done for Erik ten Hag and Manchester United. I think we have to be happy with this performance. And I keep saying it. Look at Arsenal. Look at Manchester City. Those were projects. Arsenal, they're 3 years under Arteta now, and look how well they're playing. Man City's first year under Pep was rocky. It had its moments. You think back to when they got was it 4-0 by Everton? Man City in Pep's first season. And then they went on to become Centurions. Now, I'm not saying next year we're going to be Centurions or be on that level. But this season was never going to be a season, or never should have been a season, where we're thinking we're in a title race. We could win the league here. And I think if you are thinking that, it's a bit foolish. But we are 9 points. We are 9 points off Arsenal with the same amount of games played. That is not uncatchable. I'm not saying we will. I'm not saying we should be considered in a title race. But, especially given how we started the season, a defeat to Brighton and Brentford, I think we're in a very good position. And I think I'm so encouraged by this group of players and the way we're playing. And I said it in the watch on. For the first time in a long time, we've got a likeable group of players that we enjoy to watch. And I think that is a pleasure. And I think Erik ten Hag deserves so much credit for that. And I think I'm looking forward to the rest of this season. I'm looking forward to seeing where we finish this season and moving on into next year, where we'll be playing Champions League football, where we might even be, depending on what happens with the sale of the club, obviously the Glazers looking to sell finally. Whether or not they will sell or not is a different question, but the rumours are they are going to sell. That happens. We continue with this momentum. Continue with the growth of this squad, the improvement of this squad. There's no reason why, maybe not next year, but well, there's no reason why next year we can't be competing for a title, or definitely the year after. Erik ten Hag, you are the man of my dreams. The man of my dreams. But look, from this game, we move on to Everton in the Cup. That's a big game on Friday. You've got to win it. It's as simple as that. You win it and you go again. You keep on moving. You keep on pushing forward. You win this game. You win the game against Everton on Friday. You then go to Charlton on Tuesday. You win that again. You then go Saturday, Manchester City, early kickoff. You win that. And you're in a position where you're going, we're winning so many games. We're in an unbelievable position to win silverware in both the FA Cup and in the Carabao Cup. We're pushing Man City and we're loving life. Hello, Lukes. How are we? You've joined at a bad time because we are just about to end the stream. But look, if you have enjoyed, please do hit that like button below. Subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. Yeah, Man United are boss. Man of the match today, Luke Shaw. He is the best left back in the world. Erik ten Hag, you are the man of my dreams. Have a good one. In a bit. Peace.